Nyagala sound eno, nyagala sound chi, this, that. Ngaze sikitegera nti I just don't sleep. I suffer from insomnia. Newe nafuna akayisa ako. But now the sleep which I had, I can't explain it. Nalota buli kimu. Nalota ebimuli, butterflies, byonna. And because I could not explain it to people, I kept doing it. Even when the doctor was done with me, into Jacky, you're addicted. Nagamba, it's okay, I have money, I'll do what? I'll do it. Because there's nothing impossible going on saint. When you have money, nothing is impossible. So I got the drug. And then by the time I was using that drug, the media nearly a quarter, something which happened to me before Nechigata and depression for that issue. And on top of that, by the way, for the media, Muchikola for purposes of money. Money is not everything. I had money. I'm talking about money. I'm fueling it. My husband is fueling a jet of what? About 40K US dollars. I'm going to buy a show of $300 just because I'm bored. So money is not everything. People take years to build their names. For you, take just 1 minute or 30 seconds to destroy somebody's name. So what do you think they go through? Take time. That's why I asked. You have a question?
No, I was just moving the microphone.
Councillor, I'm not wasting much of your time. So when it comes to mental health, like Hadrat said, this is a very silent disease. It's not just about mubayimbi and what. Kati chizibu chetuina. Osanga shiba ali wano, William ali wali ndi wano Kenza wali, Kenza afulumiza. Ha! Afulumiza banange ayina views maker. Ngenda kola atya. Kati shiba huyo sipemika. What am I going to do? Lilian Dawan. Ngenda kola atya. You're going to take up pressure. Let me tell you, it's good to compete, but always compete with yourself. Don't compete with anyone. Don't compete with anyone. There are shows which they call Lilian 4 in Rwanda, which I can't go for. Kwanga zensamula Rwanda, Lusabula. Naye Lilian, that is her genre. There are shows, you can't call me to Cote d'Ivoire, but they can call who? Kenzo. There are shows where they will call Shiba, and now your name number one, Naye, it will be hard for me. So as artists, you have to accept that. Accept where you can fit. Accept where you cannot fit. Don't try to fit in everyone's shoes. I can tell you the truth. You know Coachella? Yes. Now I'm a singer, I'm a musician. But if you ask me to sing at Coachella, I will tell you, give me 3 years. 3 years to get ready. People take 8 months. Beyonce took 8 months. People take 8 months. Kati Beyonce, she has the people who think for her. You understand? Kati me, I'll tell you, give me 3 years. Nja kola chi Coachella. But Cindy, this is what Cindy, I can't dance. Cindy, it's just that level is different from mine, and I accept it. I accept it. So you don't have to push yourself to a level to fit in each and every shoe. That's the reason as to why Elia Bambalaria Titanic, big shoes, then there are those who wear what? Small shoes. Don't try to fit in a shoe size that isn't yours. Whenever you can't fit in it, take time. Where was it? What am I not doing wrong? What am I not doing right? If we bounce back to the other life, if you're in a relationship, if things are not going well, where was it? What am I doing wrong? If somebody around you can inform you, and you're like, okay, this I'm doing wrong, but when you try to make something right, because nothing is impossible when it comes to God. Nothing. ate buli kye tuyitamu ku nsi ya Mukama kye mulina okumanya Mukama abeera ki? He knows what it is that we are going through. Ate he will never make us go through something nga we are not capable of handling. The only thing is, it is you who loses your faith mu makati mwekyo ekintu n'okola ki? N'ovaako n'odda eri birala. Look at Job. He had everything. Slowly things started happening to him. He was a very rich man. Everything went wrong. And the wife came to him and said, "Why don't you curse this God of yours? He said he will always be there for you. Look at your skin. You are smelling." Do you know what he said? "The Lord my God knows what it is that is happening to me. My God will deliver me." Allah God will see you through anything on this entire planet. There is no way in which I can be alive because the drug which killed Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, even when he said he was broke, my whole of my music career, Michael Jackson, but why am I alive? The same drug and he's dead. Because probably he was not going to be able to speak openly about that drug of his. But for me, I will speak about it. When I talk about point ne nature wa. Singo muntu. Ne nature wa tengo mukazi. And you know when it comes to women, you know how we take care of ourselves. You have to bathe 3-4 times a day. You know why? Because I felt God had deserted me. When I attempted suicide, God did not allow me to die. It is hot. I'm not feeling hot. But in heaven, Batugamba, you're supposed to be happy. So every single time I tried to commit suicide, God kept me alive. And originally, by the Nagana rehab, my rehab, Bako, Nayogara Nechari Wanga. Forgive me, I speak. I went Nechari Nanga, Nemugama, I money in Quage, now money Jacky. Use batteries. Kazabuka powder ko or take na hii kubanga quantity nene but abali rehab ba because also their families baba tell them they forget them what there but na baba ko put this in water, dry the batteries tukole weeks bidi we yagala olisho yagala genda konze ige weeks bidi dry those cells. Namugamba naye olowooza it is something bad. Nagamba maani nze nkufiiringa ky'oyitamu nkitegeera. Naye nga bali mumusasulira ki? Mu rehab. So that other point that's where I come back here. Bali mumusasulira rehab. Naye nga naye asobola okutegeera nze kyenkulira. Lwakuba ye maybe yewaddemuko ku kadde tayagala kikola mu time gye njagala okukikola nze. Nawe gwe sookayo tulabe nze nakiwulira bulize wakyali wange gwegezaako tulabe. I did that and I dried those battery cells. But I can assure you 30 minutes before I was supposed to drink that solution. Ngamaze kusaba Mukama ne Mukama mbanyi nkoye. I'm just useless. You know, for us, we are in the creative industry. But you can't go to studio, no bulungi, or you can't write. You feel useless. You feel useless. You feel useless. 30 minutes before that, they came and picked me up from what? Rehab. Blood, and that was my last suicide attempt. That's why today I can be able to speak here, and I can speak to you and tell you one thing, that the moment you have your faith, that's number one, you will be able to go through any challenge. Tell him want to consider there is no road which is to success, which is smooth. Era wanga watandika music noita uyisi murundi gumu. Manyamaso. There's going to be some. Your challenge is coming. Nothing is going to come straight. The challenges are there for a purpose. They're not there because God doesn't love you. They are there because God wants to strengthen your faith. That's the reason as to why we have challenges. So whatever it is that you do, put God first. And also, I'll come back to the media. More important. Because you can make or break us. And I've been on social media for about 2 years or so. Then I heard about 11 pseudo accounts. The people would pick money for my rehabilitation from funds. But you see, at that point, I didn't care anymore because media never na Uganda mwansula wali. Temwatwala time okumbuuza nti Jacky kyekiriwo kikiddala. Nenga they will get to a point if I choose to comment somewhere randomly and I'm negative, maybe slightly neutral on something, but nabenjaga ekyali ku mutwe. Kati mulowooza njaga is the worst thing on earth. Mumanyi nti abantu bakozesa ebintu. Do you know people use things? Nze nagenda mu rehab nentegeera nti omuntu ne wangamba kati nti enjaga is making him go what. Ngutunulira bwati njaga kale nsirika busirisi because kati ntitwalanga something. It's bad. It is bad. But according to what I've seen, it is something light. I want to work with a failure. So when I stand here and I speak about this whole addiction and mental health being something very spiritual, and I say that whatever it is that you have to go through mentally, you need God. Don't point a finger at me, because for me being alive, it is God. That's number one. And number two, there's a health part when it comes to addiction. There's doctors here. I don't know if you can explain how dopamine works. Me, I had a back. Yes, I was using pethidine because of a back problem. Time me I took, and even when I'm sleeping, my brain tells me, "Jamugongo gunuma." What it will take ayoko kukachi, kaiso, bwebati. Nazu kolachi, ngasino na chingozi to make my back what pain. Nega, it's something in the brain. Hopefully, our doctors here can explain it to you. I'm not saying, since you're using what you're using, depend on the fact that what you're dopamine. Don't. What I'm saying is, what it is that we do, whenever it is that I did what I did, I always wanted to be alone. Because I had the peace of where kuba agaisoga. Ngateli mutwanga Jacky chichoko. We've always grown up ngatuti ambiso. That's the truth. So for whatever it is, don't point a finger at us. Nemutugamba nti music yetukozesa ki ensobi nedda. Don't do that. So for ladies and gentlemen, those who are outside, the ones that are addicts or those who are depressed, mwetaga your own counseling okutegeera nti mwetaga tutegeera nejetuva.